Don't buy Miitopia on Switch after buying it on 3DS. For real, it's not worth it. After playing Miitopia on Switch for some time, I was at a loss of inspiration and needed new Miis. So I thought to myself, why not go back to Miitopia on my 3DS and find inspiration there? After loading into the title, it was clear there were some major differences. The first thing that I noticed immediately was that Miitopia on 3DS loads considerably faster than on the Switch. The file sizes are much different between the two as well. 3DS Miitopia is 857 megabytes compared to the Switch, which is 3,100 megabytes, or 3.1 gigabytes. Another thing that stands out to me is the resolution differences. Switch has much better graphics than the 3DS. I also realized that on Switch, there was a few more options in Mii customization like wigs and makeup. Although being a minor difference, this does add a certain level of detail to the Miis that they didn't have on 3DS. Gameplay differences with combat and taking care of your Miis and their relationships stayed basically the same except for one thing. Your party sometimes have disputes within the inn that sometimes affect combat. On 3DS, they took a few in-game days to make up, but that was mostly sorted out within the inn. On Switch, they can now settle their differences other ways, like going to a cafe or a movie theater together. You can also recruit a horse to help your party in battle if you need an extra friend. Miitopia for Switch also has events or short cutscenes that feature your party and share intimate moments with each other. This wasn't a feature on the 3DS. For the most part, I feel as if you own it for 3DS, don't buy it for the Switch. It's pretty expensive, coming in at $70 Canadian, and for 3DS it's only $50 Canadian. But to be truthfully honest, it is up to you and it's your decision. Based on this video, you can make that decision quite accurately. The one thing that I don't really get is that Miitopia originally came out for 3DS, obviously, right? In 2016, and it was out for roughly 5 years. Nobody really talked about it until now. I think that it's one of the most underrated games on 3DS because obviously it's booming now on Switch, and I get that the audiences are a lot different now, and you know, it's kind of sad to see the 3DS on its way out now. Obviously they're not putting out new first-party titles. I think Miitopia was one of the last first-party titles to come on the 3DS actually, so it's quite interesting to see how they take the 3DS out of general usage. Obviously they're not showing presentations of new games coming for the 3DS, and I'm pretty sure third-party support's coming to a slow halt as well, so enjoy it while it lasts. Play on your 3DS, buy your games like Animal Crossing New Leaf, absolutely beautiful game. Play the games now because when they get released on Switch, they may not be the same.